Yep. I bought an unlocked Nintendo Switch Lite in 2026 and I regret not buying it sooner, man. I put all my handheld consoles here on my desk. Not all of them. There are a few lost around the house too. By the way, this one here is a Nintendo Switch V1, but it's in a different case. Pretty cool, right? Anyway, I went through the trouble of hunting down all my handheld consoles around the house and putting them here on the table just so I could tell you guys that the best one to have these days is this little guy right here, man, the Nintendo Switch Lite. I've already made a video about it saying exactly that, and I'm going to repeat it here again. Why do I think the Nintendo Switch Lite is the best handheld console to have in 2026? Simple, it's the last official handheld console released by any gaming company. It was made exclusively to be played as a handheld, you know? It's like the current Game Boy from Nintendo, the current 3DS from Nintendo. The difference is that it's a portable version of the Nintendo Switch. Many people say they don't see the point of buying the Nintendo Switch Lite since the Joy-Cons don't detach, but it's meant to be a handheld. It's not a home console like the regular Nintendo Switch, you know, where you just detach the Joy-Cons, you know. So why do I say it's the best one to have nowadays, man? It's simply a matter of value for money. If you're going to buy a Nintendo 3DS today, get ready to shell out something like 1,000 to 3,000 reais on average. This one here, for example, was about 2,000 and something. Back then I traded a keyboard I had to get this one. But nowadays you can find this one for around a little over 1,000, 2,000. This one is one of the cheaper ones. You can find this one for around 500 to 900 reais. In the condition mine is in, man, you'll probably find it for about 800 reais, you know. Mine here is in perfect condition. You might find some for 400 but in worse shape, which is the Nintendo DS. Now we're getting into the pricey range, right? 5 grand, 4 grand. The cheapest you'll probably find this one for is around 4 grand because it's scarce. That's the Steam Deck, right? And that's how it is, man. You can't carry a beast like this in your pocket, right, man? So let's move on to the wonderful PSPs. You'll find a PSP for around 600 bucks with a bad battery and questionable quality. The PSP Go, which I think is one of the best if you actually want to use it as a portable, man. Since it's so tiny, it fits in any pocket and is smaller than a cell phone. It costs about 800 bucks or more. It's really expensive. Game Boy Advance is only for those who really want to collect, man. This thing is unnecessarily expensive, dude. Like this one of mine here, look, all tuned up, perfect. Forget it. Then our dear Nintendo Switch Lite. You can find it in some stores for 1,200 bucks, brand new. And if you dig around on the internet, man, you can find this for 800, 900 bucks used. Considering that with any of these other handhelds here, you'll have to hunt for a used one online. It's safer to buy a used Switch Lite, right, man? At least it's a more current console that still has support. So the Nintendo Switch Lite is the most affordable handheld console you can get these days. And look how cool that is. It's also one of the most up-to-date ones. So it runs a lot of demanding games and several Nintendo exclusives. And on top of that, you can still carry it in your pocket, you know? It's still portable, and if you're not wearing tight jeans, which I don't think anyone wears anymore in 2026, you can easily carry it in your pocket, even though I don't really recommend it. I think it's cooler to carry it in a bag, right, man? So if the regular Nintendo Switch Lite is already really good, just imagine the modded Nintendo Switch Lite, man. A lot of people asked me to test it, right? So in this video, I took the initiative to buy a modded Nintendo Switch Lite so we can test it here, see how it comes, if it already comes with games, what different things we can do with it, and what the advantage is of having the console like this, man. But first I have to warn you guys to be very careful if you're going to buy a modded Nintendo Switch Lite, okay? Because modding the Nintendo Switch is a very sensitive thing. Basically, they have to solder a chip onto your console's motherboard, and that makes you lose the warranty on the console. So it's really important that the job is done very well so you avoid losing your console, you know? So this one here, man, I got from the guys at HL Shop. At HL Shop, you can buy your Nintendo Switch Lite already unlocked. It comes all nice, neat, and brand new. And they offer, man, a year of warranty from the moment you buy with them, so it doesn't matter if you lose Nintendo's warranty because you'll have the warranty with HL Shop itself. And they also give you lifetime support for the unlocking, right, man? It's pretty tricky at first to mess with the console's mod. So it could happen, you might download a game or try to make some modification that just makes your console stop turning on, you know? So with HL Shop, you can reach them on WhatsApp for lifetime support. Any problem you have, any question, they can explain everything to you step by step what you need to do. And that's really important so you can avoid breaking your console, you know? So if you want to have an unlocked Switch, I recommend HL Shop. If you just want to unlock your Switch, HL Shop also has a partner which is Switch free, man. I'll leave both of their profiles in the description. in case you want to take a look. But that's basically it, man. If you want to buy a modified console like this, I recommend getting it from a trustworthy place. These are the two places I recommend that I know that I've already bought from. In fact, HL Shop is where I bought this beauty right here, man. It's a rarity, dude. So let's go ahead and do this unboxing because I'm really curious. In fact, it's the first time I'm getting a Switch Lite in this version, turquoise blue, man. This little Switch must be really beautiful, man, but alright, right? Taking it out of the box now, Switch Lite. They even sent two little grips here to put on the analog sticks, Mario and Luigi, right? This is standard, man, gotta have it. Here we have the Switch Lite, looking nice. There was a little paper in here, guys, from HL Shop, right? That's the store where I bought it. But I can't show this little paper because it has their support QR code, which is only for people who buy, right, man? That's where you get lifetime support. Here's the little paper that comes with the Switch, pretty standard, like a mini manual, right, man? And here it comes, the charger. Dude, check it out, the standard little charger. And that's pretty much the unboxing of the Switch Lite. There's no big secret, guys. Let's take it out of the bag. Let's put the little grips on here, nice and neat. Look at that, I already got fingerprints all over the screen, right? But it's fine. Anyway, here we have our turquoise blue Switch Lite modded. Man, it's really nice, you know? Let's turn it on so we can see how it boots up, right, man? Look, it already showed a different screen. It turned on really fast, right? Here we have the original and the atmosphere. The original option is if you want to boot into the regular Switch system, basically the unmodded Switch. And atmosphere is where we're gonna have unlimited fun, right, man? See, it's already showing the boot screens for the modded system. And that's it, man. The console is on. Let's open it up here. And look, it already came with a lot of games here, man. First, let me just switch it to dark mode, for God's sake. There you go, dark mode, right? 1,000 times better. If you use it in light mode, please get some help. But anyway, you buy the little console, man, and it already comes with some internal memory. Let's see how many gigs it came with, man. I can't see the size of the memory card. In a bit, I'll take it out so we can check, right? But basically, the console comes with about 30 gigs, if I'm not mistaken, of internal memory, and there's the memory card. But let's check out the games that came with it, man. It came with many games pre-installed, which is cool. If you want more games, just ask them and they'll explain how to do it. Here it is. Super Mario Wonder, Tomodachi Life, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Pokemon Legends ZA, Mario Kart Deluxe, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, Ori and the Green Forest, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Zelda's Echoes of a Widow, Alex Kidd, Silk Song, Mario Odyssey, Stardew Valley, ARMS, and Hollow Knight. Man, there's almost 4,000 Ries worth of games here, dude. It's funny, isn't it? But basically, if you add up all the games here, man, it's going to be between 3,000 and 4,000 Ries, man. Let's suppose each game here costs 300 bucks, right? So Mario 300, Tomodachi Life 300, Zelda 300, Pokemon 300. Here we already have 1,200, 300, 300, 300, that's 2,400, plus two more here that cost 300, that's 3,000, and the rest are indie games, right? It must be about 3,200 Ries in games, man. But basically, you buy the little console and it already comes with over 3,000 Ries worth of games. That's really good, right, man? So that's already the first advantage, right, man, of having a console like this, that it already comes packed with games. Another advantage, man, let's see if it already comes like this. But for example, I'm going to put Pokemon Legends ZA here. Pokemon Legends ZA, I don't know if you guys know, but it doesn't have a Portuguese translation. But if you have a Nintendo Switch Lite like this, you can add Portuguese to it. So here, look, you go in here, look, there's English, Spanish, Latin America, French. It has all the possible languages here, but there's no Portuguese, man. So what are we going to do? I'm going to close the game, I'm going to hold down R, and I'm going to open any game, right? Then in this CNX updater here, right, man, basically I can go to the translation section, I can search for the game I want, right? I'll put it here, look, Pokemon. I'm going to look for Pokemon Legends A here, then I click on it to install it, right? And the translation is already downloading here. It's going to take a little while to download the translation, so let's just let the console keep downloading. Meanwhile, we wait. Let's see how this thing is going. Now it's extracting the translation here, man. And that's it, guys. The translation is installed here. It shows this little star on the side, which means it's installed, right? If you want to remove it, you can come here and click on remove. There are a few translations here, right? I downloaded the first one. If it doesn't work, I'll try the others, but let's test it now. Uninstalling is a great option since sometimes a translation download can mess up the game and make it unresponsive. And look, it seems like we got screwed right from the start, man. I put another translation here, guys, uninstalled that one and put this other one from PKG. Let's see if this one from PKG works, man. I think the one from PKG is more reliable because I think I've used it in other games, you know. Look, this one worked. It's already here, see? Which language are you going to play in? It's already in Portuguese here. It won't show up in Portuguese, right? But it kind of replaces English, so I'm going to set it to English here. Here it is, look, choose an option below to start. I'll just pick any character here, put your name, anything here too. And that's it, guys. The translation is already working here, and it was really easy, as you can see. So advantages so far: you buy the console and you already get unlimited access to games, right? In this case, we've already gotten more than 3,000 reais worth of games. In other words, this console here is basically worth about 4,000 reais just the way it is right now. Whenever you want, man, you can just download any game you want and put it on here. It's really easy. I'm not going to teach how to do that here because you're not supposed to teach those things. But, you know, if you buy a console like this from HL Shopping, you can message their support and they'll explain exactly how you can put games on here. Then you can add translations. But, man, any game that Nintendo didn't translate, you can easily find a translation for it here on this console. And to install it, you just click and it installs right away. I'm going to try out this game here, man, ARMS, which I've always wanted to play. It looks really cool, dude. And that's basically it, guys. It's a modified console. You have endless possibilities. There are people who install Android on this thing, dude. You can do a lot of cool stuff, man. You can load it up with emulators. So, like, it's a really powerful little console that runs current games. And in this version here, right, Pirates of the Caribbean, man, you can do everything on it, dude. Let's play this game here, man. Let's check it out. It's a fighting game, you know? And you control the arms. That's why the game's called ARMS. So I think each side here lets you control an arm. Look, let's see how this works, man. Look, L to move, cool. Y to dash to dodge. X to jump, cool, cool. B or A to pull. I just need to get used to using the top X to jump here. Pressing B and A together lets you grab. Cool. Wow, that's awesome. You can do it like this with the trigger too. Got it. Okay, I got the tutorial now. I'm ready for this. Wow, we can choose the weapons, man. That's crazy. I'll take this boomerang here. Let's go. Okay, right trigger attacks with your right hand and left trigger with your left hand. And if you press both, you pull him in. Look, that's cool, man. Wow, dude, that's awesome. Take that. Ouch, you have to dodge, man. You have to move and dodge. Get out, get out. Take that, clown. It's cool that I got this boomerang hand, so the hand just slides, man. Really awesome, dude. Look, I'm ready for this, dude. Wow, forget all that. Ow, ow, ow. Get out, get out. Missed. Take that. Did I kill him? Let's finish him off now. Take that. Oh, what a cool game, man. Damn, man. Really awesome, dude. Okay, I'm going to equip another weapon. I'll use this one now. Take that big punch. Missed. Wow, his weapon is like a shield. That's different. Wow. Whoa, how do you do this? The guy, whoa, he attacks at the same time. Wow, he has his special. Whoa, I'm getting wrecked here, man. Okay, got it. Take that. Take that. So take that. Whoa, this went sideways for me. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, damn. Wow, man. His weapon is really overpowered, man. We kind of have to kill them so we can attack him, man. Get out of here, dude. Wow, we have to use the special on him. Take that. But I did it, man. I finished off this bastard. Ha ha ha. Look, look. So, right, man. Besides being able to play whatever games you want, add the translation, put it in any game you want. A lot of the time, you can play games before they're released, you know, man. For example, Mario Wonder. Anyone who had a hacked Nintendo Switch was able to play it a week before launch. Can you believe that? It's crazy, right? But those guys leaked the game, man. Something I've heard about too, but I've never tried, is that you can add mods to games, right? For example, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Do you think we can find a mod for it? Let's see, man. Anyway, I didn't find any mods for Mario Kart, but there are a bunch of mods here. Look, texture mod for Luigi's Mansion, Metroid, Dread, Easy Mode. Pokemon Legends EA No Trade Evolution, Sonic Origins Original Music, Mario Odyssey Graphic Mod. You can definitely find some little mods. I think there are Mario Kart mods, but we have to download them on PC, which is a bit more complicated. You should check out some tutorials, man. Another cool thing you can do, man, is download themes for your Switch. I'll download some random themes here, but you can find a theme for anything you can think of, right? Then we just go to themes. You can see a preview here of what the theme you downloaded looks like. I'm going to choose this one from No Game No Life. Let's install it. Okay, now I'm going back to the menu and the theme isn't installed. Let's see how to make it work, man. Do I need to restart, dude? That theme didn't work, guys. But I downloaded another theme here from Hatsune Miku and look how cool it is, man. Okay, that theme worked. But it's just the background of the game selection, man. That's cool, dude. And look, man, how you can change the whole console, dude. Even the little icons look different, right? On the regular Switch, the icons stay in the middle. But here, look, they're already at the bottom. Nice and neat. It's really different, man. Look at the settings symbols. They're all up there, dude. Man, it's crazy, dude. They managed to change everything on this thing, man. So what I have to say is, man, if you're looking for a portable console so you can put whatever games you want on it, play it wherever you want, and have a huge amount of customization, you can even download translations, do whatever you want, man, easily. I'm talking about an unlocked Nintendo Switch Lite. That's it. This is insane, man, because like you can install any game here. Just open the app and download the game's translation. There's no need to download or apply a patch on your PC or transfer it to the console, just like it happens with most other consoles, or you have to look for a Portuguese ROM. Here you just get the game, put it here and download the translation, and the app itself applies the patch. Then you can modify your whole console, change the wallpaper, change the menu, change everything. You can make it look just the way you want, and you can still get unlimited money in games, man. Alright, let me remove these themes here because I think it looks a little too cluttered, man. I'll put it here, look. So I can uninstall all the themes, man. Later I need to find a nicer theme to put on it. I don't like this system when it's too cluttered. Now I'm back with my Switch. It's normal, right? That's just how it is. Is it worth it? Absolutely. I know how things are tough in Brazil. It's not easy for everyone to buy a game that costs 300 reais every time one comes out. So with a little game console like this, you're going to invest just a little more, right? But the price you'd pay to buy just a few games, you pay just a little more. Get this game console here and you'll be able to put as many games as you want on it. You just have to remember one thing, man. It's a modification of the console. It makes you lose the warranty. So it's very important that if you're going to get a console like this, get it from a trustworthy place, because if you just buy some random unlocked one on the internet, you won't have Nintendo's warranty. If the guy at the store doesn't offer a good warranty, the console can break if the mod is done poorly, and you'll simply lose your money, you'll lose the console, and you won't have Nintendo's warranty. If you mess something up and your console stops turning on because you messed up the mod, there will be sellers who won't even reply to you, right? So look for a trustworthy store. If you want a recommendation, I recommend HL Shopping. That's where I bought this one. The guys at HL Shopping are really cool, man. I've already bought other consoles from them. And for me, the coolest thing about them is the lifetime support. You'll have their WhatsApp number, and man, those guys are super attentive. You send them a message and they help you with anything. They send you videos, give you tutorials. Sometimes they even teach you remotely in real time. So man, whenever you want to do anything like install a game, just ask. I want to update the system. Before updating the system, ask them, because sometimes an update comes out and the update can break the whole mod. With HL Shopping support, you can clear up all these doubts so you don't mess anything up, you know? Seriously, man, it's really cool. I really mean it. I think it's the best option right now if you want a console with a lot of games that can run current titles. It's the Switch Lite, fully unlocked, man. You'll have the entire Nintendo Switch library. You'll have several emulators you can install here. There are thousands of possibilities. As I mentioned, some people install Android on it and it can run mobile games. I don't recommend it, but it's possible. It's cute, right? The Nintendo Switch Lite. That's it. Leave a comment about what you think of this little console. Comment if you would get an unlocked Switch Lite. If you want to buy one, man, get in touch with the folks at HL Shopping. They're super helpful. Tell them I sent you, alright? Who knows, maybe those guys will support the channel more often, right, man? And if you're not in my WhatsApp group yet, join in, because soon this little console here could be yours. And I'll announce everything there in my WhatsApp group, alright? But that's it. The video ends here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next video. We're in this together. Thanks. See you. I'm out. We fui.